Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. What we're doing today is we're continuing to look at these Star Wars figures from the Return of the Jedi. These are the Endor set. I have yet to open the Luke and the Han Solo, and since they go in order, the next figure, of course, is Luke Skywalker. So let's take a look at Luke in his packaging. Of course, he looks pretty awesome with his helmet on. He's got his nice green lightsaber in there, and he's got his gloved hand, right? So we got Luke Skywalker. He looks pretty fantastic there in the box. It's got a nice green banner and writing on it. That's because they are on the forest moon of Endor, which is all green. As you know, we already got a Return of the Jedi figure. This was the Walmart exclusive Jedi Knight Luke, and he has this piece right here underneath, which looks really fantastic. And he does not have the black gloved hand because he has not had to fight on the cell barge yet and get his mechanical hand shot at. And so that's pretty cool. And then of course this year we also got this vintage collection Luke Skywalker, which is basically just a smaller version of this guy. And of course he comes on the super cool card back. So anyways, let's take a look at this Endor Luke because that's what we're actually here for. And let's open him up and see what it looks like out of the package. So we're just going to set this Luke up in the background. That's the one, the Jedi Luke with the non-black hand. And of course, this was my original Jedi Luke that I had. Well, not my original. I had a custom. If you want to look through my videos and find the custom that I made, you can feel free to do that. But that's my Jedi Luke that I was able to discover. You, of course, have this year the release of the Dagobah Luke Skywalker with the Yoda, which is a proper scale. You have the Bespin Luke Skywalker, which looks absolutely outstanding with this updated face sculpt. He has since replaced his outdated version. You also have from Return of the Jedi, from The Empire Strikes Back, the Hoth Luke Skywalker with the scar on his face. And then, of course, I have this Stormtrooper that's all messed up. But if you pull off his helmet, of course, that's Luke Skywalker fresh out of the trash compactor. And his legs are kind of messed up. I'm going to stick him back there. And, of course, Farm Boy Luke, which is the first Luke we ever got. And, man, seeing them all together, I didn't realize I had that many Luke Skywalker figures. Okay, so I'm just talking about original trilogy there. There's the Luke Skywalkers from the movie. Of course, we also have this Luke Skywalker, which is the older version. Now, this is not the way it came, of course. I actually modified this guy because I did not like that gray outfit that they had him in. So I wanted to make him look a little bit cooler. So I found this kind of mixed a Kylo Ren and a Darth Maul figure together to make that one. But anyways, let's get back to Luke on Endor. Okay, so here's Luke in his outfit. He's got this nice darker camouflage on. And of course, he's got his jungle helmet. So he's got that belt. It's got like a nice buckle on it, right? It looks actually really good for like a belt. The thing I do like about this is that under the poncho in the back is where the snap is for this belt, which makes it, to me, a little bit nicer because you don't have to remove the belt from the poncho at all or pull it out of the slot to get it off. And it just comes off like that. And the helmet, same, has that little piece that pulls up. And then you can pull off the chin strap and just work this helmet off. So just pops right on off. And of course, he's also got a fairly new face sculpt, which looks awesome. Now, I am not going to peel this piece off, even though I feel like I could, and it might reveal something underneath. I don't really want to do that. I'm going to like leave, well, it feels like it could come off. Now, it feels more glued on this side than this side. I'm not going to pull that off. Anyways, I think it looks good like this, and if I wanted an open chest piece like that the other Luke. I have one over there, and in the box it didn't come with another chest piece, so I think it's meant to be like this. Now you can always take this belt off and stick it on him, but I don't see like a hook anywhere for the lightsaber, so there's no place to attach the lightsaber to, so there's really no point in pulling that figure off. This figure, of course, this is the Luke Skywalker. He's got some pretty good range of motion on him, and you know, the arms bend. The thing I find interesting is when I look at these pegs in the legs, it really makes me wonder just what was upgraded on this figure. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to take this figure and I'm going to take the older version and I'm going to put them side by side because I'm very curious as to what we're going to find here, folks. So, of course, the head sculpt is much different, right? So that is a definite upgrade on the figure. And when we get down here, we know this guy, right, had a removable chest piece that you can swap out for a plain chest piece. This guy didn't come with a different chest piece, but I'm wondering now, okay, so this guy did not come with a different chest piece, but if I look at these two figures, I'm seeing a lot of similarities here. The paint is obviously different. One is more of a matte and one is more glossy. But if you look at these side by side, yep. So I'm going to call it right here. I'm going to say these two figures are virtually identical figures. The only thing that I'm noticing different here is the face sculpt. And I'm not willing to pull this off of this guy to determine whether or not he has that same panel underneath. So I'm hoping somebody else is willing to do that. I'm not kind of willing to do it right now just because I really do like the face sculpt and this figure. But pretty much except for the trigger finger on the hand and the belt, I'm seeing that these figures are nearly virtually identical, and considering that the Leia came out with the pinless technology, I totally expected that this figure was going to be a complete upgrade, and it doesn't appear to be that way. Now, it's fantastic they did a new face sculpt on there. They gave him the accessories for Endor, which make this a wonderful figure, but I'm almost thinking like I could have just got this thing and maybe found a hat, stuck it on this figure, and I could have had my own Endor Luke. Anyways, what I like to do is just stick this guy out here. This, of course, is the vintage Jedi Knight figure. He, of course, is wearing the outfit like this one back here, but this is the closest I can get to this representation. So this is the Endor Luke. I am probably going to replace this guy on the shelf with him, but just because of the face sculpt. But I do wish that they had done some other upgrades on this figure. But as it seems, if I do like this sort of like arm movement like that, you can see his thing. But this Luke right here pretty much has virtually identical movements. So I'm going to say that this is basically a re-head sculpt and repackage for this figure. But the head sculpt and the helmet and the poncho really give this guy his credence for being Return of the Jedi. So let's gear him back up and get ready for the next review. Make sure you subscribe and come back so you can check out that Han Solo. Thanks a lot, everybody.